In a small town, there lived a young man named Arman. Arman was intelligent, hardworking, and full of dreams. He always talked about the big things he wanted to do in life. He wanted to start a business. He wanted to travel the world. He wanted to build a better life for his family. But Arman had one habit that slowly destroyed all his dreams. He always said, "I'll start when the time is perfect." When his friends started small businesses, Arman said, "I'll wait until I have more money." When someone suggested learning new skills, he said, "I'll wait until I have more time." When opportunities came, Arman always found a reason to delay. Days turned into months, months turned into years. His friends slowly began moving forward in life. One friend opened a small shop, another started freelancing online. Someone else began a tiny YouTube channel. None of them were perfect. None of them had the perfect time, but they started anyway. Meanwhile, Arman kept waiting. He spent his time planning the perfect strategy, imagining the perfect moment, and dreaming about the perfect future. But the perfect time never came. One evening, Arman went to visit his grandfather. His grandfather was sitting quietly in the garden, watering a tree. Arman sat beside him and said, "Grandfather, I feel like life is moving too fast. Everyone around me is achieving something, but I still haven't started anything." The grandfather looked at him calmly and asked, "Tell me, Arman, why haven't you started?" Arman sighed, "I'm waiting for the perfect time." The grandfather smiled. He pointed at the big mango tree in the garden. "Do you see that tree?" Arman nodded. "Yes, it's beautiful." The grandfather said, "I planted that tree 20 years ago." Arman looked surprised. 20 years ago? "Yes," the grandfather said. "And do you know something interesting?" Arman shook his head. The grandfather continued, "The best time to plant that tree was 20 years ago. The second best time was the day I planted it." Arman stayed silent. The old man then said something that Arman would never forget. "Life doesn't wait for the perfect moment. Life rewards the people who start." The grandfather then asked Arman a simple question. "If you had started 5 years ago, where would you be today?" Arman imagined it. Maybe he would have a business. Maybe he would have experience. Maybe he would already be successful. But instead, he had nothing but plans. That night, Arman couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about his grandfather's words. "The perfect time never comes. You create it by starting." The next morning, Arman made a decision. He would stop waiting. He didn't have much money. He didn't have perfect skills, but he had something more important. He had a beginning. Arman started small. He began learning online. He started working on a simple business idea. The progress was slow. Some days were frustrating. Some days he felt like quitting. But he remembered his grandfather's words, "Start now." Months passed. Slowly, Arman began improving. He learned new skills. He made mistakes. He fixed them. His small idea slowly turned into something real. A year later, Arman finally realized something important. Success didn't come from waiting for the perfect moment. Success came from starting before you felt ready. Years later, Arman became successful. One day, a young boy came to him and asked, "Sir, what is the secret of success?" Arman smiled and gave the same answer his grandfather gave him. The perfect time does not exist. If you want to change your life, start today. Moral of the story: the biggest dreams in life don't fail because people can't achieve them. They fail because people keep waiting for the perfect time.